out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go! 10 Lobo.
Now Jones on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
90 Wolf. Rock it. Ready?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. And let's pin the mirrors back and go. There.
On first and 10, Jones letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown from 21 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Wide, get wide. Check nickel.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
180! Alert, 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 alert! Go! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, echo! 47 is the mic. One touch!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jones. He's got it. It's Escobar. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
I'm scared. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Airing this one out for Evans. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Real.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and
10. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Jones. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns' drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, 180. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Hey, alert 33.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
57's Mike. Hey, exit. So we got man. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
King. 57's Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kid. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let him know. Watch what?
From the gun, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Go to 8 read. 53. Mike, 53. I got one. Hey, Haywood. 53. Check 53. Go. Now.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Beckham. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield now. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Lorenzo Carter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Mayfield to throw it. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield now. 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jones throwing again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Jones throwing on first down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Play fake, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones now, operating from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
53, check 53.
And the blitz does come. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Watch out. Hey. Check. Regular. Hey, alert 30.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Good. 180. I got it. Showing up. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Real. 57.
Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, McCaffrey. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Alpha.
Here's Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, Foxtrot. What's that?
Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones to throw from his end zone. He completes it to Tate. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at his own 4-yard line.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. You don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He finds his target. It's Evans. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Go.
Here's Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
50, plant.
65. 65. 65.
Here's Jones on third down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Ready, set. Yo.
On first down, Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Now a first throw here in overtime. It's caught. Shepard. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people to football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Here we go.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Hey, Wood. Let's get it. My 40. Pick it up.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes pop today win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Both girls when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? That's a close encounter of what kind? in the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints.